Okay, hello everybody, happy Tuesday. We're actually a little early today. Earlier than yesterday, comparatively speaking. We're earlier than yesterday. It's good to see you guys. Welcome back to some more No Man's Sky shenanigans. Happy No Man's Sky Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Let's do a quick microphone check. Microphone check, 1, 2, 3. How we doing? Okay, I guess I can hear myself. That volume is super low. Hold on. Let's try that again. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Okay, that's better. That's better. All right, let's get some shouts out of the way. So first and foremost, Nurse Nerd Gamer, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Streamlabs. How is Streamlabs number 1? How is Streamlabs cheating like that? Bro, get out of here. Streamlabs, you're fired. Stuart Laker, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Guitar Guy 80, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Everybody out there, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel. Check him out. Show him some love. You know how we always do it, people. Always support the odd fam. Shelly Hunt, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Keegan Courage Gaming, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And Stream Games, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, people, let's hop right in and start this party. So what we're going to do today is finish the expedition. And once we're finished the expedition, what we're doing today is viewer and subscriber showcase starships, what we did last Monday. And essentially, if you play No Man's Sky and you're a subscriber to my channel, or even just a viewer, you can be a viewer, that's perfectly fine. But if you're viewing the stream right now, or you're a subscriber, then if you have a Sentinel ship, or any kind of a Sentinel ship for that matter, that you would like to feature during this live stream, simply post the glyphs to the star system in chat, and we will visit each one of those locations in order. So sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Now, that being said, we can visit 3 different galaxies. That'd be Euclid, Elkupolos, and Eisentam. Those are 3 galaxies we can visit. So make sure when you post the glyphs to your featured starship, or the system for the starship, ensure that you post the correct galaxy with the glyphs. That way we can get there. So with all that being said, let's hop in and start this party. So if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, for anybody who's new, please take a second, read and follow the channel rules in the description. Very important. Zero tolerance is in full effect. And with that being said, let's start this party. First and foremost, First of all, hold it. I got to change screens. Let's not screw this up. I'm still on my desktop. Hold on. Dang it. Give me a sec. I hate it when that happens. Okay. There we go. Give it a sec. It'll come back. There we go. Sorry about that. We're good. Okay, let's get the ad off my screen. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Okay, so first order of business is to complete the swarm expedition. Cody Hernandez, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, and happy Tuesday. It is ridiculously freaking hot outside again. It's like 96 degrees Fahrenheit, which puts us at about 35 or 36 Celsius. It's pretty hot outside today. So yeah, I'm sitting here firmly in front of the fan with the AC on. It's hot. Okay, so this is where we left off yesterday. We found this awesome, good enough. We found a good enough Sentinel ship, A-class out of the box. Yeah, we found this A-class out of the box. Supercharged slots are spread out, but that kind of works in our favor because we can supercharge everything else. We've got the shields. The main shields are supercharged. We have the main weapon supercharged. We also have the photon cannon supercharged. Now, we can supercharge maneuverability. We can actually put our pulse engine. We can supercharge that as well. That'll give us better maneuverability, but let's see how well the ship performs before making any other changes. That is the barrel ionizer. Hold on. That's totally in the wrong multi-tool. Let's put that back in the original so we can get that out of my inventory. Give me that. All right. Put that back because we don't need it. Because we don't need it. Also, if you guys were with us yesterday, so Sally Hunt says it's hot here too. Yeah, it's stupid hot outside. But then again, that's summer. I freaking hate summer. I hate it. Let's see here. If you guys were with us yesterday, we also found this is a pretty sick-looking alien multi-tool. We found this alien multi-tool pistol. Purple crystals, kind of a rust-colored receiver on the body. This is alien multi-tools are rare in No Man's Sky. They're really rare. This is a C-class, but this one could have good supercharge slots on it, so we're definitely keeping this one. If you're interested, check yesterday's live stream and you'll find this one. But we found this multi-tool yesterday. Okay. So what we're going to do we have, I'm pretty sure we have all the, everything we need so far. We have a random heat capacitor. Ship. We don't need that. We'll put the microprocessors in the ship too, just in case. I think we're good to go. And yes, if you guys haven't done so, please do me a massive favor and hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Let's take a quick look at the multi-tools before we head out. Nope. B-class, that sucks. Oh, we got a shotgun. What do we got here? Another B-class. It does have the advanced mining laser and a nice S-class scanner upgrade. Okay, let's see here. It says upgrade 1. We don't want to use that because that's going to use one of our available exosuit modules. I'd prefer to buy it. And we've only got one left, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've only got one of those left. So we're going to hold on to that. Neo Hurricane, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let's do this. First order of business, we have to go back to the space anomaly because we're caught up to this point. All of these are done. Hold it, that's the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Prepackaged cargo scan deflector, counterfeit circuits. We'll take that cargo scan deflector. Let me know, how does the in-game audio sound to you guys? Is the in-game audio too loud or is it too quiet? Sound off for me in chat so I can make the adjustment. Okay, those are fine. This can go here, I guess. So Stuart Laker says, I went to the terminal at the Anomaly and paid to have a copy of my main save multi-tool. That's what I did for the previous expedition, or for the previous playthrough of this expedition, because I used an existing save. And I brought a pretty beast of a multi-tool. That was the staff that you guys saw. That multi-tool is no joke. Fully upgraded scatter blaster, or not scatter blaster, pulse spitter, will completely melt those swarms. I'm talking melt the face off of those swarms. You know, Hurricane says it sounds okay to me. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, like I said, if the in-game audio is too quiet, just let me know. Give me a sec. Let me refresh my page. Let's see. And change that back. Get rid of that ad. Okay. Not expecting a big crowd today. I think it's just going to be us and the Odd Fam kind of chilling out, doing some No Man's Sky stuff. So again, what we're going to do today. Now, that being said, if there aren't enough people out there with Starship recommendations or glyphs, then we'll get back on the ugly Sentinel ship hunt. We'll get back on the ugly Sentinel ship hunt. That's what we're going to do today. Mac Mops, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so what do we got? What's next? Giannis, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So that one is done. It's also glitched out. No, it's not. Swarm activity detected. Okay, let's do it. Let's go murk out some swarms. So Guitar Guy 80 says he's finding ships now. Gotcha. Let's do this. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by today. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. Okay, how much tritium do we have, by the way? We don't really need tritium because we've got radiant shards. Put those in the ship too. And I think we've got tritium in the other ship. Let's take a second to grab some tritium before we head out. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Just need to get some fuel before we head out. Serious Joker, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so how we doing? Okay, that should be good for tritium. All right, good enough. Let's go. All right, so we got to go beat up on some swarms. 11 Smile, welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Euclid, thank you. Once we're finished... Oh, here we go. Once we finish murking these guys out, you will be number 1 on the list. I do wish I had better shields on this thing, but that's okay. All right, who else wants some? There he is. Too easy. Okay. So, Carrie, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Carrie says, I want some. Okay. And we got a random Walker Brain. I'll take it. And again, Serious Joker, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, let's go to the space station and make a new restore point. Cosmic Coyote, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Guitar Guy says, oh dear, Carrie is here. Hey, it's not an odd man stream without Carrie. You guys know, it's not a stream without Carrie. So. All right, here we go. Let's make a restore point. So Stewart says her ship looks good in, what is that, in flight? It's actually not bad. Not bad. Like I said, A-class out of the box, not bad at all. Not bad. Ozzy Bob, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let's make a restore point before we head back to the Space Anomaly. What do we got for multi-tools? Okay, this one, boo. It didn't even show up. It was so ugly. That's how ugly it was. Okay, that is a B-class. I swear. Hello Games, fix this. Let's see. Yep, we can buy that. Okay. Ozzy Bob says my head's spinning like a top today. You got a headache? That's not good. All right, let's get to the Space Anomaly, get the next mission. Did we clear that milestone? Yes, we did. We got the milestone for that one. Prepackaged Scatter Blaster, prepackaged Cell Greaser, prepackaged Flight Assist Override. Let's plug it all in. Said, no, just spinning, needed new gyro. Well, I hope you're okay, man. I hope you're all right. Okay, this is Flight Assist. We'll plug that in. Scatter Blaster. That's the wrong multi-tool, buddy. Hold on. Wrong multi-tool, pal. Wrong multi-tool, buddy. There we go. We got space for this thing? No, we don't. The only problem with this this new multi-tool is that the space is kind of limited. We don't have multi-tool expansion slots yet. So let's see. Boltcaster, Boltcaster. That has to stay together. And we got to keep the Boltcaster there because it's supercharged. We want the mining beam supercharged. Let's move this. Oh, hold on. This is a geology cannon. Get this thing out of here. That thing will get us killed. Get rid of the geology cannon. Scatter blaster. And shell greaser. Yep. We'll plug those in. Perfect. Yeah, that, Deborah, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Yeah, that geology cannon will get you murked out. You will blow yourself up with that. Hold it. Pump the brakes. Hold it. When did this guy fly in here? Okay, so what do we got? Okay, this is very interesting. This is a Mosquito style Royal Series 7 exotic. Looks like a dark orange. Dark orange with chrome. Dark orange and silver. With the large ventral wing. Double thruster. This one has the Mosquito nose cone, or the not the Mosquito nose cone. It's the Guppy. This is a Guppy nose cone. So this is a Guppy Royal Series 7 fighter. Interesting. Okay, so if you guys want this exotic, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for this star system. If you want it, come get it. Going, gone. How much you want for this thing? Just out of curiosity, how much you want for the ship? Make an offer. S-Class. Supercharged slots are spread out, so I would pass on it, but just out of curiosity. What's he asking for it? 37 mil. He wants 37 mil for this ship. Bro, get out of here. Yeah, Neo Hurricane. Nice! Okay. Next. Let's get back to the space anomaly. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. Next is this one. Cleanse Planet of Swarms. Okay, so we got to go planet side to beat up on some swarms. Next. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're finishing up the expedition on my Xbox save. From here, we'll switch over to my main save and start the ship hunt. All right, let's do this. So Guitar Guy 80 says, I like how the new multi-tool has a red tint. I like it because it's a custom design for a multi-tool. There are no other multi-tools in this game that look like that one. That it makes it rare, and that the only way to get that multi-tool is if you complete the expedition. That's the only way to get it. Okay, next. But I do like the design. Okay, that one's done. So we got a... Okay, that's Hacker. This one is Restore Supply Chains. Zach Addington, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, Rockstar ruined GTA Online, killed grinding. They did, without a doubt. Rockstar Games, they took this opportunity. They took this opportunity to nerf the payouts for all of the best heists in the game under the guise of giving us a brand new update. They did it solely to push shark card sales and microtransactions. So Flying Blue Box, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. That's all. It was their opportunity to sell more shark cards ahead of GTA 6. Remember that the Court Center heist for Grand Theft Auto Online is probably the final major update we'll see for GTA Online before the release of GTA 6. So that's why they did it. You know, they don't want us pesky money grinders making too much money in the game. So what they did was, quote unquote, rebalance, which was just a bunch of BS in my opinion. Complete and total bunch of BS. So we need sodium nitrate. We got regular sodium. That's not enough. So we need 110. What do we got here? Okay, that planet's got... You know what? Let's go to the planet right in front of us. This planet's got sodium. Let's get it. Ozzy Bob says, my Dire Wasp Gek looks great and looks good in red. Kind of wish I was on red team too, but that's okay. Ozzy Bob says add O2 with the sodium. You can either do that or you can simply refine sodium to sodium nitrate. It refines directly to sodium nitrate at a ratio of 2 to 1. That is the worst flying job I've ever seen, and we're upside down. But yeah, sodium converts to sodium nitrate at a rate of 2 to 1. So all we have to do is find a sodium deposit, mine up some sodium, and we're good to go. And because I'm too lazy to get the Mark II backpack refiner, that's a thing. Okay, what do we got here? That is copper. We don't need copper. The one time we don't need copper, we find copper. The one time we don't need it, we find it. Copper, sodium. How are we for launch fuel?
Thermal protection falling.
That'll work. Let's go. We'll take that. That is correct. Oxygen will increase the yield, but you also have to have a Mark II backpack refiner, which we don't have. You also need a Mark II backpack refiner. So Deborah says, kind of wish Sage would have won. You know, I honestly don't know how Hello Games balanced the teams. I don't know how they did it. I have no idea. Now, that being said, I'm glad we won. I am glad that we won, but... Organic rock chlorine. Okay. You'll never know when you need chlorine. So what do we got? Sodium. And we might as well mine up all of this just because. Yeah, I don't understand how Hello Games balanced the teams. Because it seemed to me like every time new players would join the game, they would automatically become weavers. so I have no idea. Now, I believe Zane's World and Professor Cynical did some testing on it to determine exactly how players to determine exactly how teams were balanced during the expedition. You know, I'll leave all of the testing up to those guys because they can do it better. So again, I have no idea how Hello Games balanced the teams for this, but you Personally, I think this was a really good update. You know, in my humble opinion, I think this was a really good update. I didn't mind the time gate. And a lot of people were pissed off that Phase 3 was pretty much time gated. But I understand why Hello Games did it. That's because the time gate technically represented a sort of a background simulation. You know, Elite Dangerous is an example. There's always an ongoing background simulation in Elite Dangerous. And what is a background simulation, you may ask? Basically, everything that happens in the game that's not visible in the forefront. So, for example, every little thing that we do, whether we're hunting starships, finding multi-tools, whether we're crashing an economy, or you know, fighting sentinels in one star system, fighting them in a different system. Everything that you do in a game has an overall impact on the game as a whole. So, for example, if you crash the economy in one star system, it would basically change the price of commodities in that star system, and it would affect all players. That's a background simulation. And that's kind of what Hello Games was going for here. You know, in my assessment, I think that's what they were trying for. Okay. Okay, we got some sodium. So I understand why they did it. I didn't have a problem. Honestly, didn't have a problem with the time gate. And I personally would like to see Hello Games expand on the whole background simulation thing. Moses, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Johnny Wick, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, we got our stuff. Let's head back. So Deborah says, I went around asking people what color they got. It always seems mostly Weaver. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea how Hello Games balanced the teams. So I got nothing. I honestly got nothing. All right, where is the space anomaly? All right, give me the stuff. Now, we might have to wait because one of the tasks requires us to beat up on some swarms. Unless we can find a planet with a random swarm drop on it. So I guess we'll have to scan around for a bit until we find one. Hey Polo, how's it going, bro? The coolest Gek in the galaxy right here. Boom, there it is. All right, and countermeasures. Completed the prismatic core. Cool. Okay, so let's see. This is inventory slots times 5 hazard protection kit. We got space for that? Yes, we do. I think we'll keep the inventory slots just because. That's fine. We'll hold on to those. Deborah says, but the thing is, the prismatic core should have gone to everyone involved in those 2 months of missions. Exactly my point. You know, if nothing else, what I think Hello Games should have done was given every player a prismatic core in the color of their player team. That's what they should have done. I agree, 100%. Everybody should have got one. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, next. First of all, let's install this. Put that there. Put that there. And put that there. What is this? Oh, geology cannon? Oh, heck no. Yeah, that we don't need. Okay, so what else do we have? We have fireworks. Boo. Keep your fireworks. All right. Ward against the hive of glass. Destroy the hive of glass. Okay, so what do we got? All right, let's go talk to Polo. Oh, Polo. Yeah, Deborah, like I said, everybody should have gotten it. I agree with you 100%. Everyone should have gotten it. Just like all players should have gotten all the flags for decoration. So I do agree with you. Oh, Polo, what do you got for me, buddy? Agreed. Hey, so we need silver. We got plenty of silver. We just have to call up the other ship. We got plenty of silver. All right, time to go murk out some swarms. But the shields could be better. We could have better shields. Let's stop by the space station. Let's go to the space station and see if we can get some better shields than this. These A-class shield upgrades will get us murked out. 19 and 20? Yeah, that's not very good. So we need silver. Where's the other ship? There we go. We'll just take that whole pile. All right, let's build this thing. There we go. Done. All right. We'll put that in ship. Can recharge that. Ship. Ship. Okay, we are ready. What do we got? Okay, confront the hive of glass. So we got to go beat up.
Units received.
Yeah, we got 2 band hyperdrive upgrades. We'll take those. So we got some money and 2 hyperdrive upgrades. Those hyperdrive upgrades are not that good, so we may not use them. Yeah, they're not that good. They're not that good. In fact, I think this one with the hyperdrive range is better than the 2 that we get. So I think we'll probably just sell those for nanites. Okay, time to go beat up on some... hold on. Yep, mark it. Okay, before we do any fighting of this thing, we need to improve our shields. We need to get 2 A-class shield upgrades. I'm sorry, S-class. If at all possible. If at all possible. And that's only because those A-class shields will get us murked out. Plus, we need to find a dissonant planet and pick up some more radiant shards that we can use to recharge our shields. Okay, let's see. Space stations, current system. Let's see what we got. Ozzy Bob, no, they are random, but at the same time, what some players forget is that all players unlock their X-Class upgrades in the same order. So, in my testing, if I, let's say for example, were to duplicate, quote unquote, a stack of 10 X-Class upgrades, if let's say we open up those 10 upgrades, okay, and let's say they were all bad. If I reload the restore point and open up those same 10, I can't speak. If I reload the restore point and open up those same 10, I can't speak, those same 10 upgrades, they'll all have the same stats. So I agree, they are random. They are random, but players receive their stats in the same order, or the X-Class receive their stats in the same order, the order in which they're open. So that's why I'll probably just sell those, because during the previous expedition, the last two banned hyperdrive upgrades that I got were really bad. And I'm talking they sucked. So I'd rather have the nanites than to just waste maybe 300 or 400 nanites on really bad upgrades. So we need to talk to the exosuit guy. Where's he at? Over there. Let's see. Movement, underwater, life support. That's the wrong dude. We don't need to talk to him. That's the wrong guy. That is the wrong dude. We got to talk to this guy. Mr. Lightbulb. Reactor, photon, hyperdrive, phase beam. No S-Class shield upgrade? Bro, you absolutely suck. No shield upgrade. No freaking shield upgrade. Okay, fair enough. Let's go to another space station. And now we got a space station hop. And now we got a space station hop. Previous system. And now we got a space station hop until we get some good upgrades. Technically, we can fight the glass now, but those A-Class shield upgrades are not good. That is not good enough for what we need. So now we have the space station hop. Is it me, or does that multi-tool look strange? There's something weird about that multi-tool. The reflections on that multi-tool look kind of weird. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, the reflections on these multi-tools are super weird. Alright, I got nothing. I got nothing. Hello Games, fix this game, please. Just fix it. Fix it, please. Yeah, Deborah, I don't so much mind, but the problem is that the stations are all inconsistent. So now we got a station hop. What do we got? Starship shield. Thank you, finally.
Product received.
We'll take one of those. Let's make a restore point and grab a second one. Let's see, reload. Yeah, Deborah, exactly. It looks like a holographic picture. It looked like a holographic picture. There's something wrong with the textures. But that happens every time I play on Xbox. Every time. Excuse me. Yeah, it takes the textures a month of Sundays to load in. It takes them a month of Sundays to load in. Somebody fix that, please. Only happens on console. All right, so we got 2 S-Class. Nice. So Deborah says she got a 38%. That is probably the max stat shield upgrade you can get. I'm assuming that it's an X-Class. We'll take that. All right. Okay, we're done. Okay, recent. Starship outfitting. Let's see. Space stations. Oh, I remember this one. That's where we found that ugly Sentinel ship. Any good looking ships here? Just out of curiosity? Nothing? Okay. Never mind. Korvax, this was the previous system. Let's head back there. Yeah, Deborah, that sounds like a max stat X-Class. You got a good shield. That's a very good shield. Well over 40%. If it's supercharged, yeah, that's a good shield upgrade. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I think we're ready. Let's plug these in. First of all, let's get rid of the 2 A classes. What do we get from this? Chromatic metal, sodium, wiry loom. Okay, get rid of the A class. And let's plug in the 2 S class. Yeah, that's automatic 30%. Much better. Okay, shields are upgraded. Perfect. Next order of business. Markets. All right, let's go beat up on some on the Hive of Glass. Let's go do this. He says, I wonder why most No Man's Sky travelers develop a cough. It's the allergy. It's allergy season. It's No Man's Sky allergy season again. That's why. Especially when you stand next to like a rare item, you know the allergies get really, really bad. They get worse. They get really bad when you stand next to like a rare item. So you got to be careful of that. All right, hyperdrive has no fuel. The Emperor has no pants. Here we go. Plug those in. All right, here we go. That's our target. So Deborah says, must be something in the air released by Sentinels. Yeah, Deborah, it always seems to happen when I get really close to like a Starship expansion slot. All right, let's do this. Hold on, how much? We're about to get smoked. Hold on a second. So we got that. We got that. How much sodium do we have? We got plenty of that for shields. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is why we swapped out those shield upgrades. All right, we'll just ignore them. Slow down. Oh.
Technology recharge.
I can't see anything. Hold on. All right, is that it? Pennywise, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we'll be here a month of Sundays. And how are you guys? Exactly. Pew, 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 pew. All the pew, pews.
Hostile ships defeated.
All right, that's it.
Units received.
Salvaged hyperdrive upgrade. Thank you. All right, now let's go yell at the Atlas because we had to do their freaking, we had to do their dirty work. Yeah, Carrie, that took forever. If we had a better upgraded infra knife, we would have knocked that out quicker. But I'm a cheapskate. We're a cheapskate today. Okay, that was fun. Hey, Atlas, you suck. Yeah, we're going to yell at the Atlas for a minute. Yeah, don't know why we got to do the Atlas's dirty work. I thought the Atlas was the bad guy. So Pennywise says, does everybody like the new DLC? I can't speak for anybody else out there. What I can tell you, for me at least, I think the Court Center heist is fun. I think the heist, based on purely the heist itself, on its own merits, the heist is fun. The heist is a lot of fun. It's something different to do. The DLC as a whole is garbage. The DLC as a whole, in my opinion, is garbage because it's broken, it's buggy, and Rockstar Games took the opportunity to penalize legitimate players in the game by nerfing payouts for all the other heists for no reason other than to push shark card sales, other than to push microtransactions. So Rockstar Games, they don't want us making too much money in the game, obviously. But the whole point of playing Grand Theft Auto Online is to make money. That's the whole point. So the heist is fun. The update as a whole is garbage. And that's because this was another greedy, really just poorly... well, I'm trying to choose my words correctly without using adult language. Just poorly thought out. Random change to the way we make money in Grand Theft Auto, because heaven forbid, you know, we as players should make too much in-game currency. So Deborah says Pew Pew was a sage. We had a member in our force named Pew Pew. That's pretty funny. The Pew Pew guy. Ozzy Bob says I must be crazy to even consider doing a jetpack run on the Hive. I'm doing a jetpack run after this stream. That's funny. Let me know how that goes. Yeah, if you have good shield, personal shield upgrades, you should be able to get through no problem. Good shield upgrades and a good weapon. Alright, Atlas, you suck. So yeah, my opinion of the update for Grand Theft Auto Online is that the actual heist portion of the update is fun. So if we judge the update based on the merits of only the heist, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. But if we evaluate the entire DLC as a whole, it's a 4 out of 10. It's below average. And that's because Rockstar Games made a greedy decision to nerf payouts, which adversely affects the way we play the game and the way we make money in Grand Theft Auto. Which, if you consider it, it wouldn't be necessary. None of that would be necessary if Rockstar Games would, if they would fix the in-game economy and not focus so much on microtransactions. But we know that'll never happen. Okay, done. Where is my ship?
Thermal protection falling.
It's over there. We can call it up, but I prefer to walk. Okay, so ladies and gents, here's what we're going to do next. The expedition is complete. We just got to claim everything. And we can close this thing out. We're going to switch to a different save. And we will start in the Euclid Galaxy. So anybody out there watching right now, if you're a subscriber and a viewer, if you have, Blind Frog, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. If you have a starship that you would like to see featured during this live stream, just enter the glyphs and the galaxy's name in the chat and we will do them in order. So that's what we're going to do next. All right, we'll take that oxygen. We'll take all the oxygen. Give me that. Let's talk to the red ball. Why is there a random player base here? Okay, broadcast. Ozzy Bob, yes. That's because we're on my main save, and we do have the Atlantic drive there. So, Purple Star system should not be a problem. All right. Ew. You can keep your poop. Keep the poop, pal. We don't want your facium. Hey, Professor Cynical. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by, man. It's good to see you. Welcome to my small little corner of the galaxy. Everybody out there, Professor Cynical is one of the biggest No Man's Sky creators on the platform. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel, check him out, show him some love. It's good to see you, man. Thanks so much for stopping in. Yeah, we just finished the expedition one last time before the end of the expedition. What we're doing now is we will be visiting viewer and subscriber requested featured ships. So anyone out there watching right now, if you're a subscriber to the channel, if you have a Sentinel ship that you would like to see featured during this live stream, just add the glyphs to the chat and we will visit them in order. We'll go in order. But Professor Cynical, it's very good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by today. Yeah, definitely. If you guys don't know who Professor Cynical is, he's one of the biggest No Man's Sky creators on the platform. You guys, if you haven't done so, please go to his YouTube channel and check him out. Show him some love. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. Okay.
Protection falling.
We want not that. There we go. Oh, some idiot put a player base here. Never mind. Well, let's get the free stuff. Always get the free stuff. Yeah, Professor Cynical, that's what we're waiting for. Yes, sales are active across all platforms. All platforms. So I think we may see an emoji drop tomorrow because that's the end of the expedition. That's the actual end of the expedition. So we may see an emoji drop tomorrow, as early as tomorrow. And if that's the case, I think maybe there will be an update probably first week of August. Probably first week of August. But yeah, I think you're right. The emoji drop is going to happen really, really soon. Okay. We are out of here. Let's go. All right, so the expedition is done. Let's go land on the space station. Because why not? Doc Intel, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? So Professor Cynical says, I'm just awake and my DMs were flooded with people asking me what the F is going on. So I just made a video this morning and published it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much how things were for me on the Grand Theft Auto side, because GTA Online just recently had a major DLC that released almost a week ago, and it's been a bit of a flop. I'm being polite when I say flop, but it's been a bit of a flop, so a lot of players are up in arms over it. So I've been posting content about that DLC. But I think we may see an emoji drop tomorrow. If not tomorrow, possibly Thursday. Professor Cynical, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like I mentioned earlier during this video or this live stream, if you evaluate the actual heist itself, just the heist by itself, the heist is fun. That portion is okay. But Rockstar Games, the developer of Grand Theft Auto Online, they took the opportunity to literally nerf the payouts of all the other heists in the game during this update, which is something that had nothing to do with the update itself, but they took the opportunity to sneak some really anti-consumer business practice in there behind it. So basically what it means is that all of the other heists that players usually play to make money in Grand Theft Auto have significantly lower payouts as a result. And they did it solely for the purpose to promote microtransactions in a live service game. So that's what it is. And the community is pretty pissed off about it. Okay, we are here. Let's finish this thing. But before we go, what do we got for multi-tools? Nope. Always check the multi-tools before you leave. So yeah, the update is pretty bad. Okay, let's put this one in tech. Thank you. Okay, so first up, who do we have out there? Let's see if we can find his. Okay, so first up is 11 Smile. We'll get his first. Give me a sec. Let me bring up my other chat menu. There we go. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, let's claim the rest of these upgrades. Living Glass. And let's finish this thing out. This is Quicksilver. This is Fireworks. A Prismatic Core Decoration. Nice. And let's see. Last but not least. Okay. Oh my God. Fix the glitch, please. Okay, here we go. Swarm customization set. Yes, please. Thank you. All right, that's it. Oops. This expedition is a wrap. Okay, done. All right, so let's go to title screen. Okay, so let's switch to the main save, live stream, let's play. There we go. All right, let's do this. So first up is 11 Smile. Looks like he got a ship for us in Euclid. And we're going to do these. We're going to do these in order. We'll do all these in order. So you've got a comm ball and a save beacon, B class, 3+1. So about 3/4 of a kilometer away is an A class. Okay, gotcha. Oh, we can't be in here. We can't be in here. You guys aren't supposed to see this. You're not supposed to see this. You are not supposed to see this. You guys see nothing. You see absolutely nothing. You don't see any of this. You don't see it. You cannot see. Pay no attention to the building behind the curtain. You guys don't get to see that. You do not get to see that building. I'm not going to show you. That is a work in progress. You can't see it. You guys don't get to see it. Where's my ship? Yeah, that's a work in progress. You don't get to see it till it's finished. You don't get to see that building yet. Okay, where's my ship? Skulls, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, you guys see nothing. You don't get to see it. That building does not exist. You don't see anything. That building, you guys saw nothing. Your eyes are deceiving you. Your eyes are deceiving you. You see nothing. All right, let's get to a portal before I get in any more trouble. Yeah, Skulls took a picture. Yeah, you guys saw nothing. So anybody, just in case you guys are wondering, this is the star system that we dedicated to William Dupree. As you can see, the title of the star system, in memory of William Dupree. We dedicated this entire star system to him because he passed away a couple of months ago due to cancer. And that is a paradise planet where anybody out there who's part of the Odd Fam, if you would like to build something on that planet in memory of William, you're welcome to do so. Let's go to the space station and I'll give you the glyphs to the star system. But you guys can't see my base yet. You're not allowed to see my base yet. You can't see it. You're not allowed. It ain't finished. It ain't finished yet. It'll be finished soon. Maybe. So how are you guys? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. He says, I'll go and have a look when I get home. You can't see it. You can't see it. And Guitar Guy 80 says that if you agree, I'll be making a part 2 tour video when more bases have been completed. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, my base isn't even finished. I don't even have a parking spot yet. Yeah, we're still working on getting a parking pad, a landing pad. So we don't even have a parking spot yet. Would you get in there, please? Thank you. So we're not done yet. Not even close. Yeah, Doc Intel, exactly. My base is still in progress. You guys see nothing. Deborah says, was there today and so tempted to go and look and see your work, but I decided better to wait for the reveal. Why do I get the feeling you guys have been over there peeping eyes at my base for no reason? Okay, so let's go. We need a portal. Base of the Odd Ones, Paradise, Portal Base 2, Portal Base 3. Any one is fine. Let's go. Guitar Guy 80 says, all I know is 2 more bases are in construction, so I need more bases. Doc himself says, Deb just took me there yesterday. So she says, no, we were at my base there. Okay, as long as you guys didn't see anything, it's okay. As long as you didn't see anything, it's just fine. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first up is 11 Smile. Activate the portal. All right, 3, 1, 5, 12, 8, 16. 12, 8, 16. 9, 3, 6. 9, 3, 6. 11, 14, 15. 11, 14, 15. Here we go. So first up is 11 Smile. Okay, who's next? Let's go ahead and spin that one up next. And we're doing these in order, so next up is... give me a second, let's pull them up in the chat. Give me one sec. That says pew, 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 pew. That's not it. Okay, so next up is Ozzy Bob. All right, so first is, let's go to this base. If I can learn how to walk through a portal. Would you completely walked off the platform? Get in that portal. Completely walked off the portal. First up is 11 Smiles. So let's see what you got. So what we're doing today is showcasing player found ships. So if you're a subscriber or you're a viewer or member for that matter, if you have a Starship that you would like to see featured during the live stream, just enter the glyphs for the system in the chat and we will visit. Okay. Okay, you said you had a base in the area. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find it. Now, I do know that it's kind of hard to see some player bases. Why is my starship blue and not red? Hello Games, fix this game. My starship was not red, or was blue. It was not blue when I entered that portal.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
I swear. I swear. Alright, that's the portal. Yeah, sometimes player bases won't show up. Now, what we can do to speed up the process... Yeah, Ozzy Bob, exactly. Free paint job. Unbelievable. I didn't ask for a blue ship. Okay, here we go. To speed up the process, let's just find a random one. He says pineapple blue. No such thing. Yeah, I know my ship was red when I went through that portal. So Doc Intel says that's been happening a lot lately. It has. It has. Now, I would argue that it's been happening more on console than on PC. Yeah, Skull says somebody pimped your ride. Yeah, pimped your ride. Yeah, so I guess Exhibit is somewhere in the he's somewhere in the game. All right, what do we got? So Deborah says she actually likes that color. I don't know. I like the red. I want my red ship back. I'm pretty sure we can get the color back by reloading the restore point. Yeah, I guess Exhibit is somewhere in the game. Just randomly spray painting people's starships. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. All right. The ship is all the way over there. So to speed up the process, rather than look for coordinates, let's just fly to the ship and see what we got. Okay. Beware of the giant honking sandworms. Will you shut up over there, please? Let me reload the restore point and see if I can get my ship's color back. I'm going to be super pissed if my starship is blue now. I'm going to be really pissed. Excuse me. And give it a second. I'm going to be super pissed. The one problem with No Man's Sky is that this game is super buggy. It is super buggy.
Inventory full.
Okay, that's better. I'm not angry anymore. My starship is red again. Okay, so what do we got here? Hey, this is not bad. Wow, this is not bad. Hold on. And it's got pincers too. This is not bad. Nice. Check this out. Okay, so this is a medium Sentinel fighter with the heavy dragonfly wings. A set of heavy wings. Okay, nice. Hold on. Let's see if we can get a look at it. This thing has a set of heavy wings. Looks like double-bladed wings. Double-bladed wings with deep vented skirt wings and ventral pincers. Very nice. Oh, it also has a chin and a jaw. And it's got a chin and a jaw for the cockpit. Very nice. That's a good-looking dragonfly. The ventral pincers have thrusters too. That's a good-looking ship. I like this one. So Neo Hurricane says, nice for a dragonfly. That's a good-looking ship. I like this one. Not bad. Not bad. This one is, it's a B class. This one is a B class. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Oops. So 11 Smiles said that the I think he said he found a B, which was a 3+1. This one could be one of those ships. Give me a second. Yeah, B class, S 3+1. This is probably not that ship, but since some of the B classes have recurring supercharged slot configurations, this one could be a 3+1. How many ships do I have on me total? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10. This would make it 11. I am very curious to see what we have here. Yeah, this is a good-looking ship. So if you guys want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is a Euclid Galaxy. This is a B-class medium Sentinel fighter, heavy Dragonfly wings, a heavy set of wings, both heavy wings, deep vented skirt wings, and bladed wings with a ventral pincer stabilizer with thrusters. Very nice. Orange. No, that's not orange. That's not orange. That's red and black. Red and black. Very nice. That's a clean looking ship right there. And again, this is a B class located at -57.45 and -146.79. So if you guys want this ship, you know where to find it. Come get it. That's a pretty good looking ship. Let's drop a save beacon here. This one is worth a hunt, but we won't hunt for it today. But we will drop a save beacon. Color, and we'll make this one red. Perfect.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay, cool. So we got a save beacon. And just in case, let's drop a random comm ball. Just in case. Oops. I forgot, I'm not on PC. Hold on. Oops. Get back in there. Let's just call it B class. That way we know at least what it is. Okay. All right. Not bad. That one is worth a hunt, but we won't hunt for it today. We got to get to the other ship. So next up is Ozzy Bob, I believe. Okay, we'll pull his up. You know what? Actually, let's get this one up to the station. Let's get it up to the station. Let's take a look at it. Let's drop a base computer. You know what? Never mind. Sorry about that. Never mind. Yeah, we'll be here a month of Sundays if we do that. So we'll come back. I'll come back after the stream and I'll check this one out. But that's a clean ship. Thank you to 11 Smiles. That's a very clean ship. Very nice. Okay, next up is Ozzy Bob. So we have that location cataloged. Let's go. Next up is Ozzy Bob with another Dragonfly. Let's go get it. So Ozzy Bob is that ship. Hopefully that ship's in the Euclid Galaxy. I mean, then again, it doesn't have to be. If it's in Euclid, Eisentam, or El Cupolos, either one is fine. Any of those three galaxies are okay. So what we're doing now is hunting for viewer and subscriber found starships. So if you have a starship that you would like to see featured during this live stream, just post the glyphs in the chat. and we will find it. Yeah, 11 Smiles, excellent job on that ship, man. That is a gorgeous ship. That one is definitely worth a hunt. I wish we had more time today to hunt for it, but we need to get to the next one. Excellent job. That was a good-looking ship right there. That one, I would have claimed it, but I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space for ships. So it's in Euclid. Perfect. Excellent. All right, don't shoot the space station, please. Oh, crap. I just shot the space station.
Hostile scan detected.
I pushed the wrong button. I just shot the station. Sorry. Don't hate me. Don't shoot the space station. Shooting the space station is bad. Never shoot the space station. So what do we have here for multi-tools? That thing is ugly. That one's ugly too. Blech. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Next up, let's go to the portal. Next up is Ozzy Bob. Okay. Okay, Portal Base 3 it is. And I think after Ozzy Bob is Guitar Guy 80. This is the longest teleport travel I've ever had. What the crap, dude? Okay, what do we got? Ozzy says, the one I found is only a C class, but it's a 3+1. Nice. Activate the portal. That's fine. It can be a C class because we know how to make some nanites. So that's perfectly fine. Okay, so we want 35371. 5371 441311 4413. And we got a new sub. What do we have out there? So Noir Morning Star. Noir Morning Star, welcome to the Odd Ones. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to... Oh, excuse me. Norrell. Morning Star. Welcome to the Odd Ones. Thank you for your subscription and welcome aboard. And I lost my place. What are we at? 8, 9. Okay, perfect. So 6, 15, 4. 6, 15, 4. Okay, next up. Let's queue up the next set. Next up is Guitar Guy 80. White Hammerhead Dragonfly with Ventral Fangs. Nice! Let's go. And thank you guys for stopping by. What we're doing right now is hunting for viewer and subscriber requested starships. So if you found a starship that you would like to see featured, during the live stream, and you've got glyphs and coordinates, please post them in the chat and we will take a look. And just to let everybody know, sometimes base computers won't show up for whatever reason. Check this dude out. Okay, we are here. Let's take a really quick look around and see if there are base computers in the area. Hey! We got another new sub. Who do we have out there? So, yeah, Wiseman, welcome to the audience. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to our new subscriber. Welcome to the odd ones. Thank you for your subscription and welcome aboard. So Deborah says, so many ships, so many bases, one forgets. I know, that's my problem. Especially the so many ships part. Especially that part. Okay, let's take a really quick look around and see if we can see. Yeah, unfortunately, base computers aren't showing up for me, so meh. Alright, well, let's do this the easy way. Let's do this the easy way. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for stopping by today. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, for whatever reason, even though the game is cross-platform, unfortunately, sometimes other base computers won't show up. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, check this one out. Nice. Daza Pants, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Give me a second. So Andre Vavrina, thanks for joining us today, says, can you try my S-Class? Okay. We've got you in the queue. We will visit. If it's in the Euclid Galaxy, if it's either in Euclid, Eisentam, or El Cupolos, we can visit it. So sure, we can take a look at it. Okay, what do we got? Docatel says, you got this. Oh yeah, you got this, fam. Ooh, this one's got tank treads. This one's got tank treads. This is a good looking ship. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, I think you got a winner. Hold on. Okay, so let's get a look at this thing. I think you got a winner here. I think you got a winner. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. All right, so we got another medium Sentinel fighter, heavy Dragonfly wings. Medium wings. Medium and double-bladed wings. Deep vented skirt wings. With tank tread landing gear. With tank tread landing gear. This is a good one. You know, it's kind of funny. You don't see very many medium Sentinel ships with a combination of vented skirt wings and tank treads. That's kind of rare. That's kind of rare right there. And this one is mostly black too. It's mostly all black. Very nice ship. Very nice. It's got a little bit of orange on it. Or is that red? No, that's red. That's red. This is a good looking ship. I like this one. Very nice. All right, so if you guys want this medium Sentinel fighter, let's zoom in again a bit. Here we go. Again, this is a medium Sentinel fighter. What is it? Red, black and red accents. A set of medium wings, heavy Dragonfly wings, double-bladed wings, deep vent skirt wings, and tank tread landing gear. It also has a jaw. It's got a jaw and a chin on it. Very nice. This is a clean ship. I like this one. Yeah, Doc and Tell, these are kind of rare. You don't usually see them with vented skirt wings and tank treads. So very nice ship. So if you want it, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is, it's a C-class, but not really a big deal. Ozzy Bob states that this one is a 3+, well, this one could have a 3+1 supercharged slot on it. So this one is definitely worth a hunt, but what we will do, rather than hunt for it, let's drop a save beacon. Save beacon and a comm ball. That's a clean ship right there. Comm ball. So Ozzy Bob says the one at my base is a 3+1. Took a bit to find it. I really wish your base computer would show up. So I don't understand why some base computers show up and some don't. I think it's because of the just the cross save. Because this is a Steam account, but we're playing on the Xbox today, and this is a cross save. So technically, we should be able to see your base, but for whatever reason, we can't find it. The good thing is that because the one at your base is a C-class with the 3+1, that means we have a pretty decent chance of finding another C-class with the same supercharged slots on it. Okay, so leave a message. Okay. All right, let's change this one to red so that we know what it is. All right, cool. So we got this location cataloged. Again, that's a good looking ship, man. That's a good looking ship. Yeah, Doc Intel, we're using a PC save, but this is a cross save. So we're on the Xbox today. So Deborah says that's like my green one Aussie 3+1, with the one being one square off. Nice. Okay, next. So who's next up? It is Guitar Guy 80, White Hammerhead Dragonfly. Let's go. So Wiseman says, just go to the base and post the coordinates. Well, were you not listening to the past 5 minutes? The problem is that we don't know where the bases are. Because none of the base computers are showing up on the save. That's the problem. If we can't see the base, we can't find the coordinates. Yeah, none of the base computers are showing up. That's a problem with the cross saves. Hopefully you understand that. Yeah, no bases are showing up. And there is a base, is at least one base on this planet, but it's not showing up on this save. Okay, space station. Yeah, unfortunately, none of the base computers are showing up. So if we can't find a base computer, we can't get coordinates. So the message switch for Ozzy Bob, okay, if you're messaging somebody else in chat, make sure you put an @ mark, then type their name. That way they know the message is for them. Okay, next is Guitar Guy 80. And thank you guys for stopping by today. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, next up is Guitar Guy 80. So the teleporter is over here. Okay, recent Portal Base 3. Let's go. Let's see. So Guitar Guy 80 has a white hammerhead dragonfly with ventral fangs. Nice. And Guitar Guy 80, is that Euclid? Hopefully. I hope that's in Euclid. Okay, Guitar Guy 80, thank you. It is in Euclid. Let's find it. Okay. Yeah, that's been an ongoing problem, ongoing problem with multiplayer in No Man's Sky for quite some time. Cross saves work, but for some reason, depending on your platform, this is, like I said, originally a Steam save for PC, but we're playing on the Xbox today because we're cross-saved. No other bases are showing up, so unfortunately, I can't see them. Which is okay. If I were playing on PC, it wouldn't be a problem. I'd be able to see everyone's bases, but yeah, we just finished the expedition on my Xbox account, so I figured we would just stay here today. Okay, so we have 4143, 4143, 8396, 8396. Hold it back up. Yep, that's it. 415, 413. 415, 413. Here we go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Please do me a huge favor and hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Let's make a restore point before going through the portal. I have a funny feeling. This game likes to crash for no reason. And just as a reminder for anybody out there who's joining us, what we're doing today is searching for viewer and subscriber featured starships. So if you're a subscriber to my channel and you have a starship that you would like to see featured during the stream, then if you have glyphs and potentially coordinates, just post it in chat and we will go take a look at it. Now, again, unfortunately, base computers aren't showing up. So
Extreme night toxicity detected.
we'll have to take it from there. Oh, pardon me for a sec. Get some water.
Toxic protection falling.
Doc Intel, I agree.
Technology
This is not like the early days. Okay, that's random. That was random. Let's take a look around and see if we can actually see a player base, if at all possible. Yeah, no player bases are showing up.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
So, Guitar Guy 80, do you have coordinates to that ship? If not, we'll just search for a random one. So Pilgrim says, not as random as me. Possibly. Good to see you, by the way. Thanks for joining us. So next after this, Guitar Guy 80 says, I don't think I made a base. I'm sorry. I think it took the pick and left. Ah, I gotcha. Okay, so we'll just find a random one. No problem then. Next up after this one is Ozzy Bob. He's got another dragonfly. Unless that's the same one we found. I think we found that one already. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. 11,650. Okay, yeah, we found that one already. Okay, so next up is... give me 1 sec. Next up on this list is, if we can find it. Okay, next up is Ozzy Bob. Well, actually, no, we found that one already. We found that one. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, looks like Skulls has got one. Euclid Dragonfly. Thank you. So next up is Skulls. Okay, there is a save beacon. There is a save beacon. Okay, let's check that. Let's check that out.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Oh, that's right. He does have one for us. Okay, let's scroll back. Hold it before we go. Let's scroll back. Give me 1 second. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. Got it. Okay. So it looks like Andrej is next. Yeah, there's an actual save beacon over there, so we can fly over there and take a look. It's no big deal. All right, what do we got? Okay, I see what you got going on here. I see what you got going on. Let's go to the photo mode. Turn on the lights. All right, nice. Okay, so check this out. Let's get a better picture. Hold on. Okay, so this is medium, a medium Sentinel Hammerhead. Medium Sentinel Hammerhead style cockpit, heavy wings or heavy dragonfly wings. Heavy dragonfly wings with ventral stabilizers. Yeah, heavy dragonfly wings, ventral stabilizers. This one has no other wings on it. Hold on. And the ventral stabilizers have thrusters. Okay, that's not bad. That's not too bad. A bit more of a sleek Sentinel ship. But this one has no standard wings on it. Not bad. Not bad at all. The white is kind of rare on a Sentinel ship. You don't see those too often. Not bad. Okay, so if you want this Sentinel ship, the glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Skull says, wait, that's not the one. No, this one is from Guitar Guy 80. This is his ship. So if you want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. If you want it, come get it. Going, gone.
Extreme toxicity detected.
Not bad. That's actually a pretty cool ship. Not bad. Okay, so next up is Andre. Andre is next. Let's see. Let's reload restore point. Since we know what the ship is, let's reload a restore point. Yeah, not bad, not bad. The white on Sentinel ships is kind of rare because Sentinel ships are usually... I'm Just Lee, how's it going? It's good to see you, thanks for joining us. Sentinel ships are usually orange. They're usually orange. And I mean just orange. That's like the default color for Sentinel ships. So if you find a white one, that's kind of rare. Okay, next up is Andre. And he has an S-Class. So, Andre, if you're still here, do you have coordinates to that S-Class ship? You got coordinates? Because we may not be able to see the base computer. Hopefully there's a comm ball or a save beacon in the area. Hopefully. For whatever reason, we can't see base computers, but we can see comm balls and save beacons. So there's a base. Okay. Okay, so it is 3142. 3142. 15153. 15153. 1010 712. 712. All right, here we go. Ozbob's got a 4 square. Nice. Okay, so next up after this one is going to be Skulls, and then we've got Ozzy Bob. Yeah, I'm Just Lee. This is totally not a Stargate. Totally not a Stargate. This one is totally not a Stargate. All right, here we go. Okay, let's bring up the next one. Okay, so next up is Skulls. If we can ever get there. This is taking forever. What kind of a planet do we have here? This is the planet. We're on the right planet. So, let's take a look around. So Crazy Bird, thanks for joining us, says, are there ships with supercharged slots together, or is that always random? The ships that we're looking for, these are viewer and subscriber requested ships, so they may have found ships with connected supercharged slots. So if we're randomly hunting, then the supercharged slots will be random, obviously. But because these ships were picked by our viewers and subscribers, they usually find them with connected supercharged slots. So that's what we're looking at today. Okay, so you've got a set of coordinates. Nice. All right, well, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, no base computers are showing up. All right, so let's see. What do we have for coordinates? Okay, so we've got -10. Let's see, -103.65. Okay, so we need to go this way. Yep, we got to go this way. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, so -3, -136. All right, so let's go this way. Let's try one more pulse drive. So Crazy Bird says, do you play together or with other players or always solo? I play solo. I always play solo, especially when I'm hunting for starships. Especially when hunting for starships or multi-tools. And that's, well, for several reasons. Number one is for safety and security. You should never, ever give out your friend code to from No Man's Sky to just any random people. You should never do that. This game operates on a peer-to-peer network for the live service portion. Well, not live service, for the multiplayer. No Man's Sky is originally a single-player game. So that's one of the reasons I play solo. But it has multiplayer. This is a peer-to-peer network. Which means that both your device on the network serves as a client and the host. When you give out your friend code to somebody so they can join your session, they're actually logging into your PC or your console. Okay, and for this game in particular, or for any networked game that uses peer-to-peer networks, there's an open folder or open file location on your system that's open to the network, open to the internet. Now, ultimately, what that means is that when someone with the correct cheat software or hacking software, when they enter or when they access your game folder or your game file to join a multiplayer session, they can technically hack your computer. The same thing can happen on console. They can technically gain access to your public IP address or maybe login information. So that's something that people don't think about when playing a live server or a multiplayer game like this. Now, the other reason I play solo is because people mostly don't want to see multiplayer gameplay on my channel. That's the other reason. And especially when you're playing a game like No Man's Sky. When you're playing No Man's Sky, for example, because it's peer-to-peer, and because we're hunting for starships and multi-tools, if someone shares a save location, or if someone enters my game, my session, we're sharing the same save iteration, okay? So they can literally come in and take the starship or multi-tool from me because we're sharing the same save iteration. If they do that, I have to wait a week or so for that starship or multi-tool to respawn. And that's because we're in the same save. So that's why I always play solo, especially when hunting for ships and multi-tools. That's a bit of a long-winded explanation because some people ask me why I always play solo. There is no requirement to play any video game with other players if you don't want to. I prefer a bit more of a relaxed gameplay experience. And that's purely playing solo. That's purely solo. Now, that being said, I am open to hosting. Starship meets, for example. Once the my community gets bigger, but unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. But there are legitimate network security concerns in play whenever you play a game like this with other players. Oh, that's minus. Oops. Now, does that mean if you're playing... Does that mean that if you're playing No Man's Sky with other players, somebody can hack into your system? There's a possibility of it. There is a possibility, so you need to be aware of who you give your friend code to. Does it happen all the time? No, but you never know. There could be that one individual with a cheat menu. That one individual with a cheat menu that just randomly gets into your system. And can gain access to those folder and file locations because you're peer-to-peer and because those locations are open to the network or to that peer-to-peer network. Remember that you're literally hosting someone else on your system. So Carrie says, joke's on you, I have no friends. Well, that's the same thing. So I'm just Lee. That is correct, but also a VPN will not stop you. A VPN won't prevent you from getting hacked. Yeah, VPN won't prevent you from getting hacked. What a VPN will do is mask your public IP address so that you can't get DDoSed. It'll prevent a DDoS attack, but it will not stop you from getting hacked. Okay, so we're totally going the wrong way. Let's do this. Are we still in atmosphere? Yes, we are. But that's why I largely play solo. And under no circumstances do I ever play, let's say for example, a game like Grand Theft Auto Online with other players. Definitely not on stream. Definitely not on stream. But like I mentioned, I am open. Give me a second. I am open to hosting Starship meets, for example. Once the community gets larger, but we're just not there yet. And a Starship meet with 4 people is not very fun. Yeah, a Starship meet with 4 people is not fun at all. So, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. We're getting there. So Crazy Bird says, I only played No Man's Sky, no other games. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I play multiple games, but I also mostly play single-player games. Mostly. I'm not a fan of live service games or multiplayer games. For me, Grand Theft Auto Online is the exception and not the rule. So, and that's largely because of the propensity for some sort of security breach or security vulnerability. You know, as someone that studied IT in college, I try to take IT security very seriously. Especially when it comes to gaming on PC. Console is not too bad, but something else we got to remember. So Crazy Bird says, "How old are you? You sound older." Yeah, Crazy Bird. We don't discuss ages here. Well, we don't talk about ages. Any kind of personal information like that remains personal. No offense. Yeah, I can tell you that I'm already halfway to 100. Yeah, I'm already halfway to 100. That's what I can tell you. But as far as my exact age, I'm not going to discuss that. Yeah, we don't talk about personal information like that. So we are, where are we? We got to go a little further. Hold on. 66. Plus 12, minus 87. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go this way. I don't think we need the pulse drive anymore. Let's bring that down. That's got to go up to 103. Okay. We should be able to pulse drive it. Not pulse, but boost and find it. Okay, so we got to go this way. There we go. We got to go that way. All right, we'll get caught up. Says, Crazy Bird says, I'm over 70 and I still play No Man's Sky. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Again, I've often said that I'll be probably 85 or 90, and they'll put me in my grave with an Xbox controller in my hand. They'll have to pry my controller away from my cold, dead fingers with brute force. If that makes any sense. So Mataska, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the channel. Says, I still play this game, but I will definitely think twice before giving out the code. Yeah, be careful when you're giving out your friend code, especially if you play this game on PC. Especially if you're on PC. Just be mindful of who you're giving your friend code to. Again, you know, if Hello Games, for example, had dedicated servers, if they had dedicated game servers, as an example, which they don't have, they use peer-to-peer. Dedicated game servers are far more secure. They're far more secure. And that's because all resource hosting is done server-side, which means the server handles everything from matchmaking to saving player data. Okay? And it's far less likely that you, the individual, will see some sort of a hack or will have some sort of an intrusion into your PC or console as a result of matchmaking. Peer-to-peer networks don't operate that way. That's not how peer-to-peer networks work, unfortunately. And that's because when you're on a peer-to-peer network, you are the client and the host on that network. So anyone can access your system. Or can access your system, thereby leaving you open to some sort of an attack. But the reason many modern game publishers, game publishers and developers who run multiplayer games continue to use peer-to-peer networks is because it's cheap. Peer-to-peer networks are very cost efficient, and they're very easy to maintain because the actual servers themselves only save data. And they only facilitate matchmaking. They don't host it. All hosting is done client-side. So we should be getting close to this location. Yeah, 103.65. We should be getting pretty close to it. So everybody sit tight for a second. Oh, stop the ship, stop the ship, stop the ship, land. We just passed it. We just passed it. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, we just passed that location. So 103.65. Land the ship. Let's land the ship. There we go. Land the ship. We're not at plus 10, are we? We are at plus 10. Dang it. Dang it. I thought that was my... You see what happens when you talk to chat? You see what happens when you talk to chat? You go in the wrong freaking direction. All right. You see what happens when you talk to chat? It's all chat's fault. It's all chat's fault. I blame chat. I blame chat. Okay, so what we can do... Let's make a U-turn. Go this way. It's all chat's fault. There we go. Yeah, I blame chat. He says, turn down the radio so you can see better. I know, right? Stop blasting all that rap music. Okay, I mean, it shouldn't take us that long to get there now. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. We're hunting for a random S-class ship. Yeah, it's all chat's fault. Oh my gosh, and hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Now, if for whatever reason we can't find this ship, what we can do is just hunt for a random one. But since we do have the coordinates, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, it shouldn't take us that long to come across it because we're getting there. Looks like the x-coordinates, x-axis coordinates are getting where they need to be. Skulls, I think your ship is next. I think your ship is next. Yeah, right now we're looking for Andre's ship. Almost there. Yo, Hurricane says, stop the ship. I need a toilet. Yeah, we call those porta potties. So, a pilgrim says you should... I'll back up. Crazy Bird says you should look for one day for the most beautiful planet. Believe it or not, we've already done that. We already did that. We did that. We found a beautiful paradise planet. It's a paradise planet that we dedicated to William Dupree. And actually, the entire star system is dedicated to him. Featherbrain, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So we actually did. We found a paradise planet. No storms, no nothing. Beautiful planet. I do kind of wish that it had... Hold it. Slow down. Slow down. Stop. 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 Land the ship. Land. Found it. Okay. Found it. So to answer Stuart's question, yes, we're there. So anybody that needs to use the toilet or the restrooms, you can use the restroom here. Oh, who's pissed off now? Where is he? Bro? Oh, you want some? Come get some. Come get some. Get wrecked. Hold on. Hold on. I got something for you, pal. Let me get my good multi-tool. Hold on. I got something for you, buddy. Hold on. Where's my good multi-tool? There it is. Bro, you're about to get wrecked. Get out of here. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get out of here. Don't even think about it. If that sentinel shoots at me one more... Bro?
Radiation
You're done.
protection falling.
You're done. You shouldn't have done that, pal. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Who else wants some? All right, who else wants some? You shouldn't have done it. I warned you. I warned you. All right. So we'll hide out in the random player base. Okay, so it looks like we found Andre's ship. As soon as the Sentinels stop being butthurt, we will take a look at it. We'll look at it. Yeah, he came in at a full charge looking at... Yeah, the only thing he ate was bullets. The only thing he ate was some very intense bullets. That's all he got, some bullets. He had a bullet sandwich for lunch. Okay, so what do we got here? This is... Let's take a look at it. Okay, this one is nice. This one is nice. Like I said, the all white is rare. That is super rare. This is an excellent find right here. Excellent find. This is a medium sentinel fighter. Skinny dragonfly wings. A set of heavy wings. Hold on. Set of heavy wings. Single-bladed wings and a tank tread landing gear. And tank tread landing gear. And it's white. White with yellow accents. This is a very nice ship. This is a nice ship. So if you guys want this Sentinel ship, this one is definitely a keeper. If you guys want this Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Very nice. And this ship is an S-Class out of the box. S-Class. Out of the box. No additional need to upgrade. So very nice. Yeah, this is a good-looking ship. So this ship is located at minus 10.13 and minus 103.63. Too bad. It really is too bad the base computers aren't showing up. It would have made this one a lot easier to find. Can I drop a comm ball here? Hold on. I don't think I can drop a comm ball. Yeah, I can't put a comm ball here because there's a base in the area, so okay. But you should be able to see this one on a different save. But this thing is an S-Class out of the box, so we're going to yoink this ship.
Radiation protection falling.
We're totally going to yoink this ship. So, yes, please. So, good job to Andre. Andre, for this ship, this is magnificent. Excellent find on this Starship, man. Excellent find. Okay, I'll take those 10 quad servos. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And it's got 10 quad servos. And tank treads. Yes, please. Okay, glass. Brain. Bucknium.
Technology prepared.
That's not too bad. 2 plus 1 and 1. It is a 2 plus 1 and 1. That's not too bad at all. S-Class out of the box. It's got plenty of space. Not bad. Excellent find on this ship. Compare it. We'll take it. Yes, please. Yes, please. We'll take it. Thank you. Have a nice day. We will totally doink that ship. Thank you. Not bad. 2 plus 1 and 1. That ain't bad. Okay, so who's next? I think Skull's ship was next. Let's see if we can find him. Next up is Skulls. I think. Who's next? Somebody sound off on me. I think Skull's ship is next. Unless we already found his ship. Hold on. Or is it Ozzy Bob? I think is Ozzy Bob next. So Skull's ship is up next. Okay, so Skulls is next. Dragonfly. Okay, here we go. Let's find a portal. Get out of first person, please. Thank you. Let's get out of first person. Because I hate being in first person. First person makes me nauseous, by the way. Okay, here we bro, if you come over here, I swear, bro. Hey, Sentinel, if that's it. That's it. The whole planet gets murked out. The whole planet gets murked. Everybody gets murked out. Everybody's getting murked today. Everybody gets murked. I'll murk out this whole planet. Everybody's all pissed off. What is this, man? Everybody pissed off. Okay, let's reload the restore point. Before we do, let's make a new restore point. Okay, let's reload because I want to see if we can use this base teleporter to get back to a space station or to get to where we need to go. Yeah, for whatever reason, a recent bug introduced in No Man's Sky with the update, for whatever reason, is calling base teleporters to lose power for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Okay, so Skulls is next up. After Skulls is Ozzy Bob. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, teleport is on. Let's go. Oh, let's go back to my freighter. We got to drop off this ship. Yeah, the whole planet is pissed off. The whole planet is just angry for no reasons. Yeah, that was an excellent find on that ship. An all-white Sentinel ship with fangs, tank treads. That's pretty rare. That is really rare. Okay, we got to store a ship if we have space, which we should. Not the freighter warp map. That's not what I wanted to do. Get out of there, please. Thank you. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we want to archive. We have space for one more ship, so... we just picked up this S-Class. Let's archive this one. Alright, so now those are full. Hey, Sean Murray, Hello Games. We need more storage space for our ships, please. Thank you. Make it happen, please. I should probably scrap a couple of ships. Should probably scrap a couple of ships. I got too many ships. Just saying. Yeah, this, we found that one as an S-Class. We're keeping the Revenant. That's a B3+1. We might scrap that one. I have no idea what that ship is. I got to go through and get rid of some of these ships. Sorry. Yeah, Hello Games. We need more freaking parking space, man. Make it happen. Seriously. Okay, we got that ship stored. Next. Yeah, we're running out of space. We're going to have to switch to a different save soon. Okay, so next up is Skulls. Recent Portal Base 3. Let's go. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please hit the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. You guys have found some killer ships out there, man. You guys have found some really good-looking ships. I'm talking some really, really good-looking ships. I am legit jealous. I am legitimately jealous. All right, so next up is Skulls. After Skulls is Ozzy Bob. Okay, here we go. Activate the portal. So 3536. 3536. 1772. 1772. 10 3 15 8. 10 3 15 8. All right, let's go. So after after Skulls is Ozzy Bob. Let's bring that one up. And looks like Guitar Guy 80 has one after him. So Doc Intel says that Titan worm had wings, I think. Yep, it had wings. It was also unnecessarily loud, too. Unnecessarily loud. Here we go. Yeah, totally went the wrong way. Also, if I miss somebody out there in chat, not being done on purpose, just sound off again for me in chat without spamming, and we'll get caught up as quickly as humanly possible. Yeah, I'll get caught up in the game without thinking about it, but it's never being done on purpose. What do we got over here? It is echolocator. Nice. I will take that. Yes, please. We got us a free echolocator. Nice. I will take that echolocator. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All right. That was easy. New restore point. Since we're on the planet. Let's fire that off. Let's go check out this ship. Next. So this is Skull Ship. After Skulls is Ozzy Bob. After Ozzy Bob is Guitar Guy 80. And of course there are, looks like we're on a moon. Yep, that's a moon. Take a really quick look around. There's the portal. There are no comm balls or save beacons in the area. Okay. All right, here we go. And we're on a moon. Yeah, the only problem with circumnavigating a moon or trying to pulse drive around the moon is that it's so small, you don't know where the atmosphere begins and ends. So that's the only problem. All right, what do we got? Seriously? Who put that floating rock in the way? All right, what do we got? All right, I like what you did there. I like what you did there. Hold on. Let's get some lights on this mofo so we can see what we're seeing. There we go. That's better. Nice. All right, so we have a medium Sentinel fighter. So a flying blue box. I think my glyphs might have been skipped over, but that's fine. Get to it when you can. Why don't you go ahead and repost your glyphs? Yeah, repost your glyphs. Yeah, if you repost the glyphs, then we'll get to it. Yeah, so we've got Ozzy Bob. We're doing Ozzy Bob now. Next up is Guitar Guy 80. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, for whatever reason, bases aren't showing up, so this one is just random, but that's a good-looking ship right there. Ozzy Bob is next. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Guitar Guy 80 is next. Let's see who else we have here. Skulls has another one. Actually, no, that's where we are now. I'm so confused. Give me a sec. There we go. Yeah, so we're at Skull's ship now. Ozzy Bob is next, then Guitar Guy 80. Okay, so if you would like to repost your glyphs, that's perfectly fine. We'll get to it. Okay, so let's make sure we got the right glyphs on screen for the next ship. Anyways, if you guys like this Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Okay, Ozzy Bob, thank you. Okay, give me a sec. Yeah, I just need to make sure I put these back in order. Hate it when that happens. Give me one sec. So what happened? Did the glyphs just disappear? I swear, I hate YouTube chat. I hate the YouTube chat. Hate it. Okay. All right. So anyways, before I forgot where I was. This is a medium Sentinel fighter, all black, with white accents. All black and white accents. Heavy dragonfly wings. With a set of heavy wings and single-bladed wings. This one also appears to have ventral stabilizers. Hold on. Can't really tell. Yeah, this one's got a set of ventral stabilizers on it too. Very nice. Very nice. That all black is fire. That all black is absolute fire. I like this kind of a stealthy look of this ship. That's actually really, really nice. I like that one. Very nice. So, if you want this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Come and get it. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Okay, now this ship in particular it's a B class. It is a B class. This one I think is probably worth a hunt. Okay, Neo Hurricane, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless to you. We'll see you next time. Okay, let's drop a save beacon. This one I think is worth a hunt. I swear, bro. If you don't get your Tyrannosaurus Rex butt out of here. You stupid Tyrannosaurus Rex. Don't even think about it, pal. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it with your dino butt sticking out. Look at that, folded like a pack of cards. Get out of here, pal.
Radiation protection falling.
Why is it that every planet we visit's got a bunch of pissed off animals on it, man? What is this? Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's make this one red. Because why not? Alright. That'll do. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. This is a B class located at plus 25.89 and minus 176.57. Very nice ship. And it's got fangs. And it's got fangs. Very nice ship. Okay. Very nice. Next. Yeah, Neo Hurricane. We got to start a new save just to get all the nice ships now. So Young Ruler says, odd man. Young Ruler, first of all, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Says, I just saw a screenshot on my phone of your channel at 6.9K subscribers. I remember that back in the day. I remember that back in the day. Yeah, what I like to call the good old days. What I like to call the good old days. Okay. Yeah, excellent find on that ship. I like the all black. Very nice. Okay, so that's Ozzy. So where's Guitar Guy 80's ship? Let's see. So Guitar Guy 80, did you remove your glyphs? So you didn't remove the glyphs. Interesting. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm not seeing it. So, okay, Guitar Guy 80. Oh, thank you for reposting. Red and black medium, thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and scroll down. All right. So, Ozzy Bob, then Guitar Guy 80. Got it. Okay. Okay, let's take a really quick look at the multi-tool. Always check out the multi-tool. That is an ugly multi-tool. It is an A-class, though. It's still ugly. Always check out the multi-tool. That's how we found that cool alien multi-tool. This one is missing some textures. That one is definitely... That's not normal. That is not normal. That multi-tool is not supposed to be all black like that. That one's missing textures. Yeah, that is not supposed to be all black. Okay. Let's get to a portal and rinse and repeat. Okay, so next up is... Guitar Guy 80, then Ozzy Bob. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing a flying blue box. I'm not seeing your glyphs. If you would like to repost them, we can actually do your ship next if you would like to repost your glyphs. We can do yours next, then we'll do Guitar Guy 80, and then we'll do Ozzy Bob. So if you're still with us, if you would like to post your or repost your glyphs, we will check out your ship. All right, bases. Portal base 3. Let's go. Yeah, very strange. Yeah, sometimes the YouTube chat will remove comments. That just randomly happens with YouTube's chat. And this is how I'm, obviously getting the glyphs for the starships that you guys would like to show. So it's a YouTube thing. But yeah, if you're still with us, if you would like to post the glyphs to your starship, then we will absolutely take a look at it. Okay, we'll do your starship next. Then we will do Guitar Guy 80, then Ozzy Bob. Yeah, that is a YouTube thing. I do apologize for that. Sometimes YouTube will remove comments without letting us know. That does happen. All right, so let's get ready for this. Okay, activate the portal. Okay, so what we're doing right now is waiting for Flying Blue Box to add his portal glyphs. So if you guys haven't done so, please do me a massive favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, remember, your like on this live stream comes with a complimentary roll of toilet paper and a free car wash. So won't you hit that like button for me to get your toilet paper and car wash. Remember, all toilet paper rolls are half ply only. Budget cuts and inflation and tariffs. Deal with it. You guys have found some really good ships out there. I am jealous. I am legitimately jealous. Yeah, the car wash is done by either Miss Redshirt or Angel. Oh my gosh. We're waiting for a set of glyphs for the next ship. Now what we can do while we're waiting. Okay, so you posted, can you see it? I don't see them. Yeah, I don't see them. Can anybody else out there see those glyphs? Flying Blue Blocks, I don't see your glyphs. I don't see it. What happened? It is strange. That's weird. That is really weird. I can see your message. Flying Blue Box, let's do this. Let's do this. Type the number corresponding with the glyph and we'll go with that. Yeah, type the number corresponding with the glyph. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. I thought it was just me. That is weird. Steve Old School, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, a.k.a. the jealous one. Yeah, Steve Old School, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I thought it was just me. That's got to be a YouTube thing. So Flying Blue Box, let's do this. Type the number that corresponds with the glyphs, and we'll go with that. That's just weird. That is really, really weird. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go with... let's go with Guitar Guy 80 while we're waiting. Then we got Ozzy Bob. Okay, so Guitar Guy 80 ship. Uh, 3143. Yeah, if you're trying to post like images or something like that in the text or in chat, it won't show up. So just post the number corresponding to the glyph and it'll work. So 3143, excuse me, 3143. 3143 15315 15315 and 510 11 7 510 11 7. All right, let's go. Yeah, we can't see them. We can't see them. That's really weird, man. That's really weird. And I've got both chats set to live chat, so we should be able to see them. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's got to be a YouTube thing. Yeah, Young Ruler, back in the days, man. Back in the day. Those were the good old days. And I hope everybody out there is doing well today. What we're doing is hunting for subscriber and viewer featured starships. So, if you have a starship that you would like to see featured, then post the glyphs. And when I say glyphs, what we're going to do moving forward, just type the number corresponding to the glyph in chat, which should make it easier to find. And we'll go from there. Yeah, for whatever reason, YouTube gets major butthurt if you try to post an image in chat. YouTube is temperamental that way. Are we on the right planet? Sentinels frequent. Okay, this is the wrong planet. And there's a farting cloud, like, right there. Graybeard, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Young Will says, looking forward to the Cyberpunk 2077, whenever that happens. Yeah, the Cyberpunk stuff we will do when all of the hype around the Court Center heist and Grand Theft Auto dies down. Because right now that game is all that update is all the hype, whether for good or for bad. So that's where all the focus is. So once the hype begins to die down, then we'll focus on Cyberpunk 2077. So let's see here. Discoveries. All right, let's pulse drive for a bit, see if we can see the other planets. Let's see. That one. Parched. Okay, gamma intensive. Flourishing. Okay, flourishing. Okay, parched. Unvisited, unvisited. So that is flourishing. Okay. Mark it. It could be one of those moons. All right, here we go. Yeah, very strange indeed. But I thank you guys for stopping by today anyway. Appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Okay, Doc Intel, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless, man. We will see you next time. Okay, aggressive sentinels. Flourishing. Okay, well, the glyphs worked, so... this planet has 2 moons. The other one has to be on the other side. Very interesting. Brian Sterner, thanks for joining us. Ah, interesting. Ah, so that's what it is. This is the wrong system. Okay, got it. All right, let's reload restore point. Yeah, reload restore point.
Inventory full.
All right, let's try that again. Okay, let's go back. Let's try that again. Let's see. Portal base 3. Here we go. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, Flying Blue Box, yes. Please post the numbers instead. For whatever reason, YouTube is kind of funny that way. It's just kind of funny that way. Yeah, I was wondering why the post wasn't actually showing. If you try to post something other than emojis or standard text, YouTube gets major butthurt. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay, so 3143, 3143, 15315, 15315, 5 10 11 7, 5 10 11 7. That is true. Let's make sure we're in the correct galaxy. Yeah, we are in Euclid. We are in Euclid. Okay. Oh, that's 3142. Yeah, you typed 3143. So is it it's 3142. Okay. All right, cool. Let's redo it. Let's redo it. Okay, let's do it. All right, here we go. Portal. Here we go. Let's do it. I'll see. 3 1 4 2. Ah, 153 15. 5 3 15. 5 10 11 7. 5 10 11. That is not it. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. Dang it. We're fat fingering the keys today. All right, young ruler, we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless you, man. We'll see you next time. Yeah, we're fat fingering the buttons today. Fat fingering the buttons. Let's try that again. Okay. Activate portal. Third time's the charm. 3, 1, 4, 2. 3142. 15315. 1, 5, 3, 15. 5, 10, 11, 7. 5, 10, 11, 7. All right. Third time's the charm, dang it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So what's that? You think it's in a dark system? May not work. It should work. It should work just fine because I've got access to all the star systems, so it should work. If we ever get there, any day now, game. All right, that is the correct planet.
Toxic protection falling.
Let's take a quick look around and see if we can find a comm ball. There we go. We got a save beacon. Let's check it out. And we got a save beacon. Okay, so next up was Ozzy Bob. So Target ID says again, have no idea what's on this planet. We're going to find out. Let us find out. Slow down. Slow down. Okay.
Toxic protection falling.
Noise. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so this is... Ooh, check that out. Nice. Check that out. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All red. You don't usually see them all red like this. So this is a medium Sentinel fighter. Dorsal pincer style stabilizers with thrusters, medium wings, double bladed wings, and deep vent skirt wings with tank treads. With tank tread landing gear. Very nice. And it's all red too. You don't see very much of this. This one is definitely a keeper. That is nice, man. Very nice. That one is definitely a keeper. Okay, so if you want this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. And we got a milestone complete.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, this is... Hey, it's an A-class. Guitar Guy 80 found an A-class, located at plus 34.65 and plus 133.42. Very nice. So if you want this ship, come get it.
Extreme night toxicity.
Not bad. Very nice, man. Very nice. That's a good-looking ship right there. Yeah, that's a good looking ship. I like that one. Hold on. What do we got over here? It is. Ooh, we got an echolocator. Give me that.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Give me that echolocator. Give me that.
Technology recharge.
Always get your free echolocator. Always get your free echolocator. Soctimus the Great, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, that's a good looking ship right there. Very nice, man. Good job. Okay, let's reload the restore point and see if we can get power to come back to that that teleporter. Okay, so Soctimus the Great says, wow, I just got online per Professor Cynical. Surprise, major update is about to drop early. Professor Cynical was just here. Yeah, he stopped by the live stream earlier, about an hour ago. We were talking about that. It's possible that we might see an emoji drop tomorrow. Yeah, we might see an emoji tomorrow.
Inventory full.
Okay, so next up is Ozzy Bob. Is that thing on? Nope, it's not. What the crap, dude? Oh, there it is. All right, it's on. Let's go. It's on. Recent. Portal Base 3. Let's go. So next up is Ozzy Bob. After Ozzy Bob, I think Skulls has one. Yeah, no emoji yet. No emoji yet, yeah. No Man's Sky is on sale across all platforms now. So it's speculated that we may see an emoji probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. That being said, I don't think we're going to see an update before August. And that's because August was the 10th. August will be the 10th anniversary. So Flying Blue Box says, I think copy and paste was my issue. I'll have to manually type in the glyphs. Yeah, please. Yes, please. Just manually type in the number for the glyphs. And again, we'll try to accommodate everybody today if at all possible. We are getting close to the wrapping up point. Let's make a save. Thank you. Okay, activate. All right, Ozzy Bob has 3, 4, 16, 8. 3, 4, 16, 8. 1, 1, excuse me, 1, 4, 4, 13. 1, 4, 4, 13. 11, 11. Oops. 3, 4, 6, 8, 16, 8, 1, 4, 4, 13. Ozzy Bob, you have one additional number in there. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, that's 8. Looks like you got an additional number. You've got 17 digits on here. Hold on. So 3, 4, 16, 8, 1, 4, 4, 13, 11, 11, 6, 15. Oh, you're missing some numbers. Yeah, you're missing some numbers. Yeah, you're missing some numbers on that one. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Actually, no, I'm thinking about something else. Hold on. So, yeah, you had an extra number in there, so that's why it looked weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You've got 13 digits. Am I looking at this wrong? Yeah, you've got 13 digits on here. Yeah, so which number is correct? You've got 13 digits. Yeah, 3, 4, 16, 8, 1, 4, 4, 3, or 13, excuse me. So which is it? So 11, so what, is the 11 not supposed to be there? It's only 111, gotcha, okay. 13, so 11, 6, 15, 3, okay, so 11, 6, 15, 3, okay. All right. He says, I hope. Okay, so after Ozzy Bob, we've got skulls. So let's make sure we got that set up. All right, let's go. Okay, there should be a red save beacon. Okay. Yeah, he says, I hope. Yeah, they work. They do work. We don't know where we'll end up. Okay, this appears to be the correct system. And the correct planet. Nice. Okay, look for the red save beacon. And I don't see one. Let's go to space. Let's go to space. Yeah, I hate it when that happens, man. I hate it when that happens. You know, sometimes save beacons don't show up. Save beacons or comm balls or bases. Sometimes they just don't appear. Let's go to space and see if this thing will appear. Otherwise, what we can do is just find a random ship and go from there. All right, let's take a look around. Okay, not seeing a save beacon or a comm ball. Okay, let's find a random ship and go from there. Yeah, that does tend to happen with cross saves, so that's a thing. And after this one, we've got skulls. He's got one more ship, and I think we may have time for one more after that. Okay, nice. I like the sky blue on this one. Let's land. Okay, yeah, Ozzy Bob, unfortunately, we won't have time to look for coordinates on this one, so let's just look at the random ship and move on to the next. Unfortunately, yeah, we're getting close to the wrapping up point. There we go. Okay. Nice. So we have another medium Sentinel fighter. Dorsal and ventral TIE fighter style stabilizers, a set of heavy wings, and double-bladed wings with wingtip thrusters. Very nice, man. Very nice. And it has a chin and a jaw. And it's got a chin and a jaw. Very nice. That's a pretty clean ship right there. So if you guys want this Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. Not bad. Very nice. I like the sky blue on this one. Sky blue and white. Very nice, man. That's a good-looking ship. Okay. Very good looking ship. Okay, let's reload restore point. Okay, so next up was skulls. Hold on. Euclid, I can't speak today. Euclid, black and white, double pincers.
Inventory full.
Alright, here we go. Okay, so 6, 1, 7, 12. Oh, activate the portal. Just stop standing there gazing at the portal. Activate the portal, please. Thank you. He's just standing there. So 6, 1, 7, 12. 6, 1, 7, 12. 2, 3, 1, 9. 2, 3, 1, 9. 11, 1, 10, 5. 11, 1, 10, 5. Well, they work. They do work. All right, let's go. All right, what do we got? If we can get there, what do we got? Like I said, if we can get there. This is taking a month of Sundays. Okay, we're here. Yeah, I think the reason we can't see bases or comm balls or anything like that is because I'm on... this is a cross save. Technically, we should be able to see them, but we can't. Okay, we're on the right planet. Let's look around for save beacons and comm balls. Or anything. Okay, that will be a whole lot of nope. All right. Here we go. Now, I think if I were playing from PC, I'd be able to see it no problem. Yeah, very strange, man. Very strange. Your typical No Man's Sky weirdness today. Typical No Man's Sky weirdness. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Ooh, it's one of them toxic planets. Okay, check this one. Ooh, this is nice. This one is nice. This one is kind of nice. Check that out. This looks like something out of Star Wars. That one's kind of nice. I like this one. Okay, so we have a medium Sentinel fighter, dorsal and ventral pincer style stabilizers. The pincers do not have thrusters. Yeah, no thrusters on the pincers, but has a set of full heavy wings with double bladed wings. Very nice. Very nice. And let's see. It's got a jaw and a chin. And it's got a jaw and a chin. Very nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. So this one is... It's a C class, but that's okay. Are all the textures like that? Yeah, it's funny. The textures look spray painted on. Yeah, it's got to be, yeah, I don't think the textures are loading properly, but that's a good-looking ship right there. Very nice. Not bad. All right, let's get this thing cataloged. I will drop a save beacon. Let's drop a save beacon right here. That's a good-looking ship. Make that red. There we go. Noise. Yeah, Mac Mops. That's a good-looking ship. That one is nice. Okay. So, once again, let's take another picture of it. Hold on. Yeah, that white and gray is fire. I like that. Very nice. You don't see too many ships like this. Now, I think the red, I think those are textures that are not properly loading in. But everything else on the ship looks really nice. That's a good-looking ship. So if you guys want this ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Euclid Galaxy. This is a C-class located at minus 47. Hold on, minus 47.17 and minus 172.69. There is a save beacon in the area. If you want this one, come get it. Going, gone. Yeah, Skulls, I think that the red is probably textures that are not loading in properly. Okay. So let's back up. Graybeard says all this looks the same. They all look the same to me. Yeah, the more you play, the more you'll notice subtle differences between the ships. No two starships in No Man's Sky are exactly the same. Now, if the starships are in the same system, if they're in the same star system, then you'll have duplicates of ships. But no two starships are the same for every star system. So if you can understand what that means. So all the ships in this star system will be completely different from any ships in any other star system in the game. So all the starships are unique in that respect. Okay. All right, we're done. We got one more ship, I think. Or not. I'm not sure if Flying Blue Box is still with us. I know he was having some difficulty with copying and pasting the glyphs. So he's saying, I can see the differences, but the model is not my favorite. I understand. So who is this? Vice City Mantis says, have you ever seen the actual Yakuza Mafia in Japan? I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool up until they get in your face. I've seen the Yakuza here. You don't want to cross paths with them. The Yakuza, the Japanese police don't mess with the Yakuza. So that should give you an idea of why you shouldn't cross paths with them. So who is this? Bandemic says no more GTA. No, today is No Man's Sky. Today is No Man's Sky. Monday and Tuesdays are No Man's Sky. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are Grand Theft Auto. Those are the streaming schedules. So if you want to know the schedule for Grand Theft Auto, just type !GTA schedule in chat and it'll pop up for you. But we do GTA on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. Yeah, you don't want to cross paths with the Yakuza. I can promise you that. You'll lose more than a finger. Let's see. Just looking at a few more comments before we hop out of here. Angie, hello. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. Graybeard says, excuse me, there's a new GTA coming. Yeah, GTA 6. GTA 6, which is releasing. Controller disconnected. Oh, shut up, game. Give me a second. There we go. Shut up, game. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, releasing on November 19th. November 19th. That's when GTA 6 is releasing. Ozzy Bob, no, we're at the wrapping up point, so I have to go take care of some IRL stuff at this point. We're going to wrap it up right here. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. This was a fun live stream. You guys found some amazing ships out there. You guys found some really good looking ships. This one is fire. This one is nice. But you guys found some awesome ships. We will do this again. And tomorrow will be Grand Theft Auto 5 online. So it's back to the old GTA money grind. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for being here. I don't know. We might do a late night No Man's Sky stream later on this week. I need to see what my schedule looks like. I am currently working on more content for the recent update to Grand Theft Auto Online. So that's pretty much occupying all my time. Nonetheless, if possible, if we could do some more No Man's Sky this week, we will. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for stopping in to say hello. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. So he says, okay, posted. Hold on. So Flying Blue Box, did you type each individual digit for the... Yeah, for whatever reason, your glyphs aren't showing up. They're not showing up. Anyways, yeah, we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for stopping by. Please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button for me on the way out. It helps out the channel a ton. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you're subscribed to the other members of the Odd Fam out there. Guitar Guy 80 may be live streaming later on today, so make sure you're subscribed to him. Make sure you subscribe to Buckle Up, Let's Go, The Joker, Serious Joker, Dan Red, Cellcraft, Cody, all the other members of the Odd Fam. They're all YouTubers and content creators. Show them some love as well. Anyways, thank you guys for being here today. And with that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, a.k.a. The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys, hold on. I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there, and I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless each and every one of you. Please hit the like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. And I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Have a good night. Take care. We'll see you next time.